A Story of Friends, Chapter 8, A Surprise Trip. School was out for the summer in Eggland, and Precious and all the other young eggs spent their days playing in the park. They enjoyed boating and swimming, and many had made friends with the turtles, who were, of course, the best swimmers by far. Even the fish joined in the fun, and no longer lived in fear when they were tempted by yummy-looking worms quivering in the water. In the evenings, Precious and her brothers and all of their friends had hours of game playing with Humpty at his house. But because of his wonderful wheelchair, Humpty Dumpty could also come out and play with them, as they all played hide and seek and tag. Bad Egg liked to be the one to push the wheelchair, but everyone took turns. As you can imagine, Humpty had never been happier. Precious asked her dad, Big Egg, after she got home one evening, if he would give her permission to go with Cracked Egg to meet his friend Rainbow. "Who is this Cracked Egg and Rainbow?" asked Big Egg. "I think I'd better meet them first." "I know that Cracked Egg would be glad to have you come to his house," said Precious, "but I've never met Rainbow yet. We were all going to go together to have a visit with him. Bad Egg and Good Egg, Scrambled Egg, Humpty Dumpty, my friend Patience, Meringue, and I all were going to go. Maybe you could go too. But it will be a hike up into the mountains above Eggland, and maybe that would be too hard for you to do." You're right. I'm a little too old to go on a hike. But it's a good idea for me to meet all your friends before you go off with them to see someone else that I don't know," Big Egg counseled. "I know, Dad. That's okay. I don't mind. We just need to figure out how to get you to meet Meringue and Cracked Egg. Even to get to Cracked Egg's house, you have to climb up a steep hill. What can we do?" "Do you think that Cracked Egg and Meringue would like to come to have dinner with us some night?" asked Big Egg. "We could have your wonderful rice pudding with raisins. Everyone loves that." "I'll go see Cracked Egg tomorrow and ask him if he wants to come to dinner on Sunday," cheered Precious. "That would be lots of fun." And so she did. But did she ever get a surprise? Because it certainly didn't work out the way that she thought it would. The next morning, Precious got up early and went first to Eggland Lake with the wagon. She wanted to see if Patience would like to go with her and to ride back up to Cracked Egg's house in the wagon that he had let them borrow to get her home. Patience was ready to go right then and there, and so climbed into the wagon. Her brothers, sisters, and lots of friends gathered around shouting, "Can I go? Can I go too?" "Not this time," Precious and Patience said. "Maybe another day, but not today." And off they went along the lake path, and eventually they came to the path that led up the hill to Cracked Egg's house. It was a great day, and the good friends loved having the time to talk and tell each other stories. They had become best friends over the past weeks, and that might have surprised many, that a turtle and an egg could be best friends. But I bet it doesn't surprise you. The little squeak of the wagon wheels had alerted Cracked Egg of their arrival, and he was out front to greet them. He looked very happy. "Hi, Precious. Hi, Patience," he called out. "Hi, Cracked Egg. We've been thinking a lot about going to see your friend Rainbow sometime soon. I don't have school now, so this would be a great time. What do you think?" Precious could hardly wait to get out her invitation. "My dad wants to meet you, though, before we go. He wants you to come to our house for dinner first. Can you come? I'll make dinner, and I'll make you my delicious rice pudding with raisins. Can you come Sunday for a visit? Then we can all go see Rainbow. Cracked Egg laughed at Precious's enthusiasm and excitement. Well, I bet we can work it out. I don't think I can turn down your rice pudding. Your dad is a good dad to want to meet your friends. I'm glad he takes such good care of you. Now, who is it that wants to go to meet Rainbow? If I remember right, you have quite a group of friends that want to go along. Yes, she said. I remember that Meringue wants to come, and Patience, and Bad Egg, and Good Egg, and of course Humpty Dumpty, and our friend Scrambled Egg, and me too. So with you, that's 8. Is that going to be all right to show up with so many visitors? Cracked Egg smiled. I think that'll be fine. There are a lot of visitors that go to see Rainbow every day, so he won't be surprised at all. He's happy to see anyone and everyone who comes to visit. What if you and Meringue come for dinner on Sunday, and then we'll all leave from my nest after dinner? Patience suggested. Well, let's call Rainbow and say we're coming to see him. Let's call him right now. Call him? How do we call him? Asked Patience. Well, sit here for a minute, said Cracked Egg as he sat in the grass under a tree. Patience and Precious sat with him, and amazingly, after just a few moments, Meringue came through the garden gate. Wow, said Precious and Patience. Here's Meringue. Come join us, called Cracked Egg. We're going to call Rainbow. Yes, she said. I don't want to miss out on all the fun. Precious and Patience silently followed Cracked Egg's lead because they were in awe of what was happening. It was a little unusual, and they were a bit confused. Meringue and Cracked Egg sat in a peaceful meditation, and Precious and Patience remembered the little meditation class teaching that Meringue had given them before. Mostly, they remembered to pay attention to what was happening right now. Then, all of a sudden, the 4 of them were sitting inside a rainbow egg. It was beautiful and filled with sparkling lights. Precious and Patience were thrilled and excited, but at the same time afraid to even look at each other, or at Cracked Egg or Meringue. The next moment, it was clear that the rainbow egg was lifting them off the ground. Little by little, they seemed to float. Then the small group of friends were instantly set down again, but they were in Precious's nest. All 4 of them were in her home and sitting there just as they had been at Cracked Egg's yard. Precious looked around unbelievingly, as did Patience. Cracked Egg and Meringue just smiled at them. Bad Egg and Good Egg came in from playing outside. Oh, hi, Precious, they said.